My technology anchor paper is surrounded around the topic of technology in preschool. My problem of practice is we are simply a technology-free preschool. Our preschool looks pretty similar to the one in this photo. While awesome, we have no technology in our classroom. A technology-free preschool? That doesn't sound like a problem. Well, think again. I currently work in a preschool that serves students in poverty. These students either have no access to technology or are handed technology as a form of entertainment. Students come in with little to no experience or a lot of experience, but are not properly taught how to use this technology and modeled in an appropriate way to help students succeed. Our school feeds into a school district that has one-to-one iPads. In preschool, we have the opportunity to correctly model for students how to use an iPad, giving them a head start in technology. It is, without a doubt, true that many teachers do feel that technology can hinder a preschool student's ability to learn. Some of the cons of technology are more screen time, as students already have a lot of it at home potentially, and therefore do not need more of it in the classroom. Teachers may fear that there will be less peer interaction between children, or simply less physical movement throughout the day. These are only a few of the cons of technology, and the list could continue on and on. But thankfully, research has done a great job of combating these things. Research shows that there are many pros of technology. Technology does, in fact, aid in reading and writing skills. Today, there are thousands and thousands of apps that aid in reading and writing skills for preschool students that keep them engaged and excited about their learning. It creates a collaborative space. Students can learn how to work together by sharing an iPad or collaborating on the same workspace at the same time. It allows for innovation. Students can come up with a new idea and draw out their designs in a way that they never had before. You can have plenty of options for physical space in the classroom. You can find videos of students doing different activities and have your students practice those things too. And one of my favorite things, of course, is differentiated instruction. I have some preschool students who are ready to begin some of their reading skills, while others are needing those basic, very foundational skills. Through the use of an app, students could appropriately read at the level that they need to and work on those skills. We can't forget social emotional learning. That deserves a slide of its own. Social emotional learning can be taught through use of technology. Currently in my classroom, we don't have technology. And of course, a lot of our social emotional development happens in the moment. But there are so many ways to teach this through technology. For example, there's lots and lots of videos that demonstrate social emotional stories and settings and situations that may not happen in the classroom, but if the children are exposed to a situation like that, then they can learn how to handle that situation when they're faced with that. Another way that we can work with social emotional skills through technology is through use of sharing technology. Our students can learn how to share technology and develop skills involved with social emotional learning, like feelings towards frustration over not being able to use the piece of technology when another peer is using it, taking turns, etc. SEL can be learned in a variety of ways through technology. Technology does not hinder social emotional learning as some may think. Yes, our students should also do face-to-face and peer interaction without technology, but with close modeling and monitoring from an adult, students can benefit and learn social emotional skills through technology. A large problem with implementing technology into a preschool classroom is that many teachers feel inadequate to appropriately work with technology in their classroom. If teachers are willing to work with technology in the classroom, they need to be properly trained on how to use technology. When they are properly trained, they are able to model for students how to appropriately use technology in the classroom. This is something that students may not be receiving at home. They may simply be handed an iPad or a tablet or a computer and expected to know it. Many parents say comments such as, "My child knows more than I do about technology." But as educators, we have the opportunity to appropriately and safely teach them the skills that they need to use technology to their benefit in the classroom. What are some of the tools I would use in the classroom? The tools I would use in the classroom would hopefully be tools that can be utilized at home as well. The first tool is something called Moose Math. I've downloaded this app and the following app on my phone and tested it out myself. They're pretty adaptable for children to use, and they have fun and creative pictures to teach math skills to students. What are some of the tools? The second app I chose is Khan Academy Kids. Khan Academy Kids is awesome because it allows children as young as 2 years old to begin working on math skills. Khan Academy has become so popular over the years and is now accessed by not only students in the classroom at upper grade levels, but students in preschool too. This app was super fun and had very engaging and exciting activities for the children to utilize. Additionally, I'd like to point out that there's tons and tons of drawing apps that are super awesome for children to use in preschool because it gives them a blank canvas and helps them with pre-writing skills, etc. Of course, we want children to be using regular pen and paper as well, but this can be great for some fine motor development in a fun and engaging way. My perspective on technology in the preschool classroom changed dramatically throughout this year. Prior to this course, I thought that preschoolers don't really need technology. It would be nice, but it's not a necessity. As we've gone throughout this course, I began to realize that it would be super beneficial and it would help my students really prepare for their kindergarten skills that they need. Unfortunately, it's not up to me to decide whether I have technology in my preschool classroom, but if I could, I would. There's so many great things that we can learn through technology if it's modeled correctly by teachers and adults in a way that shows children that there's more than just random YouTube videos, but also fun and educational apps. Students get to learn a variety of skills while using technology, and a huge one is simply social emotional skills, and those can be taught by using apps and sharing and just all the conversation that's surrounded around technology. Technology can be used in a broad way in preschool, and this only touches a tiny bit into it. But my perspective has changed, and I do think that technology is beneficial in a preschool classroom.